Hey, good evening, everyone. So tonight's Unisonus video that happened a year ago, I would highly recommend if you can find a bootleg version of it or whatever, or if you haven't seen it. I showed a few of my friends this video because I really did like it so much. This one was called Mark and Ethan Go Casket Shopping, and it was easily one of my favorite Unisonus videos. I really liked it. I thought it was really great. They went to this business called ABC Caskets, I think. Um, and the lady that was like showing them around this business of hers, I guess, I'm guessing she was the owner and operator from the way she spoke. She was like the Edna Mode of caskets. Like she knew everything. She was like incredibly knowledgeable. She had some amazing like information about certain caskets that they had actually gotten ordered from them that went for famous movies or for famous singers or musicians. Um, she was just really great, and this video was just so good because Mark and Ethan were just eating it up, and like so they, the lady asked like, oh, who's this casket for? And Mark and Ethan are kind of like guessing, and they're approximating between their two like age and weight and height and all that sort of thing. Um, so like, I just remember like them being like, she's asking like, oh, who's this for? And like, it's like, oh, it's a close friend of ours. And what else was it? It's like, oh, how old is like, oh, he was 26. She was like, oh, I'm so sorry. It's just like, and they were just guessing. And eventually I think they told her like, we're not really shopping for like a casket for someone that actually died. We're just shopping for our creative project that we're doing. And she kind of like just seemed to be like, okay, whatever. Like, she got some musician she did a casket for that he did it for some live show. I can't remember who it was. Like, I think they were like joking that it was Ed Sheeran or somebody, like, or Bruno Mars or somebody. I cannot remember who, like, they were joking that it was, but it wasn't any of those people, I don't think. Can't really remember, and I didn't take any notes on it. But yeah, they also talked about like, she also showed this like machine that they have that like sort of glues the caskets together or builds the caskets, and like all the, warehouse stuff they do. And, and they asked, this is the video where they ordered and asked for the iconic casket that they had in the live stream at the end of this all, where it was black and white, half down the middle, and then in the interior satin lining opposite black and white down the middle, or white and black, I guess, whatever. And it was a really beautiful casket. It was that classic coffin shape too. Oh, it was beautiful. So it was just funny because, yeah, and she was like, she just thought like that they were ordering it for themselves in advance, and it's like you really don't want to do that. Like you want to get them when your loved one is about to pass, or is passing or whatever. But I don't know. Anyways, it was a really good video, and I do think of it a lot. It was really nice, and Mark did all the like little catchphrases. He was doing like all these rhymes and like shop here and have no fear. I don't know, like just stupid shit like that. And that's not one of them, but he would just like, I don't know, man. Like he would just be doing them, and like he would be like catchphrases. They were like slogans. He was just banging them out. It was great, and they all rhymed. Oh, God. But anyways, yeah, I don't know. I just kind of had a weird day, I guess. Like I woke up, I had some really strange, like very vivid, detailed, but nonsensical dreams last night. And I woke up feeling like kind of refreshed. Like I really needed some rest, and I went to bed kind of early, or not really kind of early, but I went to bed and let myself sleep a lot last night. Sorry, I'm like fussing with this bit of my bangs. I don't really like what's going on there. But yeah, I let myself get a lot of sleep last night, and I woke up feeling refreshed for about a total of 2 whole minutes. And I hate that, like that feeling of like, oh, like I wake up and I'm like, cool, I can get so many things done today. And then by the time I actually get out of bed and like actually brew coffee or breakfast, if I can do that for myself, which like that took a whole 3 hours for me even to get out of bed and do those things, like, just like, yeah, it's just like, it was like walking through molasses today. It was just so, everything was so heavy and slow, and the air seemed so thick. I don't know if y'all ever deal with that, but it is real. I don't know if it's just this time, like with the year, with everything that's been going on. I think that like everything just takes a little more effort and energy, and that's okay. I try to give myself a little grace. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's my fault for not like being as active as I'd like to be or should be or whatever. But yeah, I was gonna get up, yeah, and like go for a run today because I didn't go for one last night because I was just cold and I was so tired, and I don't know. I'm kind of trying to figure out if I'm making excuses for myself or if I really do just need rest, you know? Um, but yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy for the rest of the night, I think. I might get some more stretching done because I did that last night and that was actually really good for me. So, but yeah, this was just such a good one. Mark and Ethan go casket shopping. It was a really good video. It was really interesting to see all the information about caskets, and like, yeah, they were talking about like, like mahogany caskets, that's like considered like the peak, and like the time that a casket would take, whenever they were explaining their very detailed casket, she's like, oh, we could get that done in about a week, and like, or she said, oh, that would take a while, and they were like, I was thinking like, oh yeah, like a few weeks or a month to like, for that craftsmanship to cue that up and stuff. She's like, yeah, about a week, and I was like, oh, that's actually really quick, like, so it's just interesting. But yeah, I mean, she had a good point about like, when somebody dies, you got to get those caskets out quick, or their body's going to decompose and stuff. You gotta bury them before that happens. So Mark and Ethan did a lot of really good videos throughout the Unisana series, dealing with death, exploring death, looking at the idea of like tombstones and eulogies and all that sort of thing. And I think that that's really important and really a beautiful sort of theme that they had throughout, that they were unafraid about to talk about death and things. And they handled it with a good balance of seriousness and just matter of fact, like it is something that happens to us. But also like, like being like lighthearted enough. Like, you think about things like Dia de los Muertos and their celebrations. Like, I think that it's interesting that we have sort of the, I don't know, complicated relationship with death in North America, anyways, in the U.S. But that beeping was just my oven. I was just thinking today, though, does anybody else miss the Unis Honest chant? How every video would start with that Unis Honest, Unis Honest, and like end with the tick, tick, tick. I just was thinking about that today. I miss that. It was something, man. Something about it. It just got me hyped. It got me ready. I don't know. But yeah, there's a lot of good content out there, don't get me wrong. I don't know. Feeling a certain way tonight. Oh, and I don't know if y'all saw, but Brian David Gilbert, like, cut his hair, so that was a whole thing, too. Uh, God. That guy. So good. Alright. I am gonna throw my pizza in the oven and go take a nap. So I'll see you guys tomorrow.